Hey, I'm Tyler, and welcome back to the second episode of the Friday Yard Sale, where we spill our thoughts on everything that happened in the week and the time it takes to finish a pint of beer. And here with
Hi,
me again, Watts
I'm
Dixon,
Watts. I'm a nightmare.
owner of Revolution Cycles in Greensboro, where we are doing this. And these are two of the, 6 or 7 beers you got on tap today. So what are you drinking?
Dale's Pale Ale again.
Sticking with the classics?
All the time.
I'm trying, I forget the brewery, you can fill it in, but an Oktoberfest that you're trying to
Cigar
get rid
City. Oh, no, wait.
of. Something.
Highland.
But it's not October anymore, so I'm helping him finish off the keg, and it's pretty tasty.
Someone's backing up.
So today we're not sitting at the bar because other people were taking our bar stools, so we're facing out the window so we can see the traffic coming in. But so first things first, how's that holiday wish list coming along?
Yeah. It's,
Work in progress. All right. Well, so this past weekend we had the NCGP big cyclocross race, which brings in some UCI people looking for points. So you don't usually get the big guys unless they're like neck and neck on point, but you get a lot of still a lot of pros and stuff. And so we had a couple. Robert Marion showed up and had a nice little hack on his bike, if nobody saw it, where he took his chain rings and kind of had like machined out between the teeth to form a real kind of knife's edge point. And so basically his theory was that if it's getting all gummed up in snow and mud and stuff, that instead of it packing in the chain kind of lifting up off the teeth, it just slices down and the chain stays on.
Did he ride?
He wasn't, because he's been out this season with a knee injury, unfortunately, because it would have been great testing grounds, because this is like I went off.
All I saw was people walking the whole race.
First wave on Saturday was 8:30 a.m. and we were making fresh tracks through about that much snow because nobody wanted to pre-ride the course. And then Sunday morning it was all frozen ruts. It was freezing, like 20-something degrees, Fahrenheit, which for me is a little much, but it was still fun. Big news on Bikerumor this week is we launched Bikerumor, so it's E-Bikerumor to cover the electric bike pedal assist market, and so far seems to be well received, and some people seem very happy for us.
I think it's a great thing because it gets all that e-bike shit off of Bikerumor,
which I think
into
a lot of
another
people
platform.
share that sentiment. So yeah, so we're excited. We've got some good tech articles on there already. If you're into e-bikes and you want to kind of see like how batteries work or what some of the specs mean, and then this and the other, and then just see what the new e-bikes are. That's the new place for you to look. And customers are coming in. It's gonna be noisy for a second. The other big news that got almost as many comments was our kind of two parts. So we posted the video right after last week's Friday Yard Sale of the Alto Cycling and Spark Wheelworks video kind of test to show like how rim brakes or rim braking performance on carbon is and how they manage heat and all that. And so their test tried to kind of remove as many variables as possible. So they put the rims, everybody's rims and wheels on the same machine, same rim tape, I think, same speed, basically same power going into the wheel, same pressure going on the brake pads, and the same brake pads. And that turned out to be one of the biggest points of contention amongst all the brands that were in there, because it was kind of obvious that Alto's performed exceedingly well in that particular test. The complaint was that so many rim manufacturers include their own carbon or their own pads to work with the carbon rims, and without using that, you don't know what you're going to get. Which it makes sense. It's a valid argument, but we had a follow-up post go live yesterday with a huge amount of rebuttal from Mavic, Envy, and Boyd Cycling, who took their own pictures, sent in all kinds of specs and justifications for why the test wasn't really valid. But the comments have been fast and furious from them.
Just as I will one day write my gift list, I will one day read that article.
It's good. It's a long one. It's one of those ones that I think probably a lot of people are
It looked
skimming.
longer than mine.
Yeah, and the funny thing is we'll probably have a part 3 because Knight Composites is working on a rebuttal of their own, and then Spark Wheelworks, which is the company that actually did the test for Alto Cycling, has followed up to say that they'd kind of like to share their piece on why they ran the test the way they did. So coming next week, part 3 of the Alto Spark carbon rim brake test performance.
Am I supposed to look at you?
Hoopla. I don't know. Look wherever you want.
All right.
But yeah, it's that was kind of the big news for this week. How's shop life?
Shop life is shop life. We've run a lot of sick promotions. We've gotten very little traction. Probably net neutrality.
Probably. I don't think Comcast likes you
Yeah,
guys.
I think we did a huge bag promo yesterday, and we sold this many bags.
Did you tell anybody about it? Or you just
I told
said
a
they're on
friend or
sale?
two.
Yeah.
Yeah, just in a private message.
Well, now you know who to
No.
blame for not selling it. That friend. Slack.
Yeah, friends.
Right? I'm trying to think. There was something else that happened in Bikerumor, but we did, after last week's, get a couple of comments that it took us entirely too long to drink our pints
I
at
don't know.
17 minutes.
I didn't even finish mine. So
Yeah. So I'm trying to do a little better this week. Christmas holiday sales in the shop. Is you getting some last minute stuff going
yeah,
out the
for
door?
sure. I mean, we always sell kids bikes, and we sell a bunch of stuff.
But
Bags.
you don't really stock a lot of kids bikes, though. That seems like that would be like the big seller. Like you try and ramp up inventory a little bit.
We do, for sure, and we've blown through it, and
Yeah.
we're getting more in, and we sell a lot of kids bikes. That's about it. Christmas at bike shops is strange these days. You know, once upon a time, it was a big time.
Right. Do you sell a
Yeah.
lot of kids bikes year round, or just is it kind of really ramp at Christmas time?
Meh.
Yeah.
Meh.
Ramps at Christmas time?
Yeah, I guess so. But through the summer, you know.
That's true. I wonder. So is it like when school gets out, do you see another little bump? Like when are people buying kids bikes other than Christmas time?
Birthdays.
Which is sporadic.
Yeah.
It's
Just all
hard
the
to
time.
market to that.
Yeah, I mean kids bikes, and we're kind of a boutique shop, so like that's kind of the what would I say? I mean that's
Come grab a beer and buy your kid a bike.
yeah, well, it makes it easier.
Yeah. Takes the sting off a little bit of, you know,
No, there's
buying
no
an
sting
$800
for-
kids bikes.
There's no sting investing in your children.
That's true. We just got our kid no correlation or reason why I'm wearing this hat today, but my daughter just turned
just
10
saying.
and got a Trailcraft. She's super excited about it. Now we're just waiting for the last bit of snow melt to get off. So hopefully this weekend we'll take her
I
out.
saw your kid riding
Oh yeah,
on
on an e-bike.
on an e-bike.
Yeah, in the dark.
I was actually pretty floored. That was kind of cool.
Yeah, it is cool.
It made
it's
me
sort
a
of
little nervous.
Well, we were kind of wondering where he was when it got dark and he still wasn't back. But that one, at least, it's the specialized turbo botto, and the lights come on automatically, so we know he can't like forget to turn the lights on. He wears a helmet.
Finish my
But
game here.
yeah, hurry up, man. It's a race. All right. See you guys next weekend.